We're a small boutique HR company. We are based in Acton, Massachusetts. So, we really specialize in serving the small business client. So that client who, for one reason or another doesn't have their own HR department, we can go in and take over for them for their HR. We can complement someone they already have in place there. But we can do their HR from soup to nuts.
You're sitting in front of us at a time. It's an interesting time. Obviously, there's a lot going on in the world of not only employee benefits, employee satisfaction, employee interaction, but timeliness of sexual harassment seems to be something that we hear about virtually every day, coming to us from industry, coming from various industries. You guys deal with that a lot, I suspect. And what are you seeing in the marketplace? How are you advising your clients? What are they doing to prevent being accused of sexual harassment?
Right. We do. I mean, it's certainly not the first time that we've addressed the topic. It's something that we look at when we do any kind of policy development, handbook development for any client. But the culture in the country right now is such that it's just a topic that's at the forefront. I think it's a good thing. I think a lot of people who unfortunately have experienced sexual harassment feel empowered to come forward now and speak up. I also think, companies are looking at themselves, and I think it's an opportunity for them to look at themselves very honestly and say, what are we doing right and what could we do better? What is our culture in our company that is maybe promoting this kind of behavior or preventing this kind of behavior? But it's certainly something that, a vast majority of our clients and new clients coming on board are talking to us about. I mean, I think like anything, it's the bigger companies that get the recognition and they get the PR. So you hear about them trying to get ahead of this problem or this issue, but certainly the small businesses are doing the same thing. I think they're recognizing that, maybe there's more we could do for our employees and our business to protect them. So they are coming to us. And I think, we kind of approach it from, a couple different angles, but we look at it really from a 3-step method, right? So like any time you have a challenge in your business, evaluating where you're at. So looking at your culture, looking at your policies and procedures, and evaluating, where there may be some voids that you need to fill. And then from there, making a game plan. We talked a little bit at the beginning about policy development and handbooks and, what is that game plan to get you where you need to be? We tell all our clients things are not going to change overnight. It's going to take some time, but there are certainly things that they can do right away in terms of putting policies in place, adopting a no tolerance policy across the board, but putting that game plan together. And then the most important part is executing that game plan. And I think so many times in business, and I think we've probably all been in companies where there's brainstorming sessions and planning sessions and nothing ever comes of it. So the most important step is taking that game plan and executing it. And I certainly think with the topic of sexual harassment, from a liability standpoint, you have to execute that game plan.